So, you wanna know something funny? This is the second time I have to do this whole video because the first time the battery in the mic was dead and I didn't realize it, so I had no audio. Fun times. Okay, so I'm gonna get all the competition stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna go on a little tangent and talk about competition type stuff. So I hired a coach. His name is David Mathis. Look, here's his info and stuff on social media. I didn't specifically pick him. I reached out to Lane Norton. If you don't know who Lane Norton is, look, his stuff is right there. Lane Norton's big on science, using science for bodybuilding, which is different. So this guy, David Mathis, is part of Lane Norton's team, and I specifically chose Lane Norton's team because there's a lot of bro coaches out there, and I've always also been a nerd, and so I'd rather have nerds look at my stuff than bros, right? So yeah, he's gonna help me prep for the next show, and the next show is the Johnny Jackson Classic. Hey look, the flyer in Fort Worth. It's August 24th. It's right around the corner now. It's July 25th right now. It's literally a month away, and hopefully I have straighted glutes. And at this show, since now I know that I'm doing bodybuilding and I'm stuck in bodybuilding, I'm kind of more prepared for that. And if I get first or second at this one, then I'll qualify for national. I'm not quite sure on what to do on the national level yet. I'm gonna wait to see how this show goes. I'm gonna ask my coach and the judges at the show, like, hey, you think I should just go ahead and do nationals this year? I want to get their professional opinions first. And if everyone's like, yeah, you should, you're pretty ready, I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll stay lean, because I'm really tired of being lean. So it just depends how the show goes, and I'll go from there. Okay, there's all the important stuff out of the way. Now for the fun stuff. I've realized why, if you've been following me on the last episodes of this, I was talking about how angry I get. And recently I've realized why. And it's mostly because I can't learn right now. I'm too calorically low to have good cognitive ability. And so June was the worst month. Before that, I was pretty fine. I would, in my downtime, pretty like if I'm driving or in the kitchen, which you spend a lot of time in, by the way, if you're trying to get ready for a show, because you just really have to calculate and cook certain things. So you spend more time in the kitchen when you're prepping. I don't know if you knew that. When I'm in the kitchen, or when I'm showering, or I'm taking a shit, when I'm doing cardio, I'm always doing something that lets me learn. Or when I'm eating, I watch something. So if I'm driving, I'm listening to a Joe Rogan podcast or an audiobook or something informative. Same thing when I'm eating, I'm watching a documentary, usually about space or something related. I try to constantly learn stuff. If I'm doing cardio, I'm reading. Unless it's really serious cardio, then I can't do that. And so once June hit, there was like I was like placed in a mental prison. I just couldn't learn. I would try to read, and it would just make my head hurt, and the words wouldn't make sense. And I'd just go, fuck. I would try. I just couldn't learn well. I would try to listen to podcasts, and it would just be noise in my ear, and it was annoying. So, yeah, that's why I was so angry. And now I'm better because I realize the source of it. Fixing your problems 101. The source of my anger. So now that I know that that's the source, I'm not angry anymore. I'm not as angry. So on top of that anger, I was also really stressed out because if you've been following this shit, I'm doing so many things. I'm working on a lot of things at once. I have, you know, the clothes, running that business, doing sword fighting, which I'm not doing right now because I don't have the calories or mental capacity to learn. Script writing, which I can't really do right now either, just because I can't focus. My brain is stupid. So all of that was just stressing me out. But now I've come to terms that, okay, I'm in this low calorie, low energy, low cognitive ability state. I just have to accept it. This is just how it is. I can't try to fight it because I'm not gonna win. I'm just gonna stress myself out. So I'm a lot easier on myself now. I'm a lot more chill. Still get angry here and there, but not like before. Before it was just like, no one talk to me, leave me alone. So now what I'm doing now is I've accepted the constraints that are placed before me. I know I have a very limited ability to learn right now, so I'm not stressing over, shit, I can't get it. Shit, I don't understand it. I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm trying to enjoy the process now that I know that this is how it is. So what I'm pretty much just doing is playing games all day and just being a bum. I mean, I kind of feel shitty about it because I have so much to do, but this is kind of all I can do right now. So I'm like, okay, well, if this is all I can do, let me try to make this meaningful in a way. So what I'm trying to do, so the last great game that I played that was like, oh, holy shit, this story was incredible, was The Witcher 3. And I haven't really played a game as good as that since then. So when I'm playing games, first off, I'm not playing any like multiplayer games. I'm trying to find a good story, like a game with a great story. I've played most of them, if not all of them. But I'm not playing like multiplayer games where, like Call of Duty, where you're just kind of killing each other constantly, repetitively. I'm not doing that. Plus also it's too fast paced and my brain's like, ugh. It wouldn't help. I wouldn't do well anyway. And I'm also not playing like these super complex strategy games. Like, not Civilization, because I've played that forever, so I don't have to relearn anything. But something of that nature. Because again, I just don't have the mental capacity to play those types of games. So I'm trying to find a great story that will inspire me. Also with movies. I mean, I've practically seen every great movie. And well, it's subjective, right? But that's what I'm using this time for. I'm just laying around trying to find a great story. And because that's my limit, that's my constraint. Okay, enough of that. Look, buy my shit. Some pretty in-depth stuff, huh? Just wait till I do the spiritual health series, which I've been trying to kind of piece together of how to do, but I definitely can't do that right now. But in the future, I'm excited to do it. It's different. It's unique. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Buy my shit. Here's my website. Next episode, whatever.